Convert the following expression to rectangular form. So we're going to assume this is going to be radians, okay? This is the same format as writing it as 17 angle 1.2 rads, okay? Unless they explicitly write down degrees in there, you're going to assume that is radians. So let's just draw this down. Now I need to be a little bit careful here because 1.2 radians is not that intuitive to write. So we have I and real. So I know this is pi over 2. I know this is pi. So pi is 3.14. So this angle here is 3.14. Pi over 2. Let's check that out. Divided by 2 is 1.5. So straight up is 1.5. So 1.2 is about here. Okay, so this angle is about here, about there, let's say, and the distance is 17, and we're going to call this 1.2 radians. Okay, cool. Now what we need to do is we need to figure out our x and our y distances, okay, to put into rectangular format. So we're just going to use our cosine laws again, right? Cosine and sine laws. So here we go. So cosine of 1.2 is equal to, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's going to be x over 17. So x is equal to 17 cosine 1.2. And sine of 1.2 is going to be equal to, sine of 1.2 is opposite, which is the y distance, right? That distance here is y over 17. So it's going to be y is equal to 17 sine of 1.2. And there we go. Okay, let's make sure if I just did it right now, I know I'm going to see it's wrong, right? So if I put cosine of 1.2 and I'm going to push enter, I'm going to get 16.9. So it says my x is 16.9. It just doesn't seem right? Like it seems like way over here. And I'm like, oh yeah, 1.2 degrees. That would make sense if it was 1.2 degrees because it'd be way down here. So I have to make sure I change my calculator into radians to radians. Boom. Okay, make sure you change that. Now we're ready to. So 17 cosine of 1.2, and now it's 6.16, and that makes way more sense. Yeah, that makes about right. And now we're just going to change this to sine, and we're going to run that guy. It's going to be 15.8. It's a little high, but I guess that makes sense. 1.2. I guess 1.2 is a little closer to 1.5 than I thought. So it's 15.8, perfect. And now we're ready to write this thing down. So z is equal to our real part first, which is positive. Remember, we're using the absolute angle. Actually, here the absolute angle and the absolute angle are the same, right? They are the same because we're in quadrant number 1. So both of them are positive. So it's going to be 6.16 and plus 15.8 I. And there is in rectangular form.